Fierce winds wreak havoc across all of Maryland, and it's not over just yet. The governor has declared a state of emergency in response to the extensive damage. Tonight, many people are still dealing with downed trees like this one along Green Spring Avenue in North Baltimore. And out in Baltimore County, winds so powerful this tree smashed into the side of this home in Glendon. Right now, a high wind warning is still in effect for most of the state. WJZ is live with a team of reporters on the dangerous weather. Let's first go to Bob Turk, tracking how long this wicked wind will be sticking around. Bob? It
has certainly been a very rough 12, 18, 20 hours. Right now, take a look at the current winds. They are down from what they were earlier. At the airport, 22 sustained. In Annapolis, 33. But to north and west, only 15 now in Frederick and Westminster. But we still have wind gusts that are much, much higher. Right now, wind gusts at the airport around 34. Still in the mid-40s over some areas, as you can see. 46 Ocean City. Out to the west, only in the 20s and mid-30s. So things have gotten a little bit better, and looks like that will continue during the overnight. In fact, they've already canceled a high wind warning west of Frederick. The rest of the state still under the high wind warning until 6 a.m. at this point. Still a chance for wind gusts over 45 or 50 miles an hour, which of course can cause more damage. Tim has a look at the progression of the winds throughout the night into tomorrow. Tim?
Well, as these winds continue through the night, we're looking at sustained winds still in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range as we get into tomorrow morning. We're expecting that the high wind warning will be lifted as of 6 o'clock. If we should happen to lose the criteria, which is 60 mile per hour wind gusts and damage occurring as a result, then we'll lose that. But as we get through the morning, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, still winds in the 20 to 30 mile per hour range. We get to the afternoon around lunchtime and into the dinner hour. It looks like the winds will start to subside, but it's not until Sunday that we really start to see any real difference, and it looks like things will calm down going into Sunday and into Monday. Back over to you.
Now let's go to WJZ investigator Mike Helgren live in Harford County, where drivers had to deal with a traffic nightmare today. Mike?
They certainly did, Mary. This Wawa is one of the hottest spots in town because it's open and it has gas. Many people are getting off the interstate desperate for gas. I-95 remains closed. Route 40 remains closed over the Susquehanna River. It's such a mess. The MDTA is saying if you're stuck on the Hayden Bridge, you should dial *77 if you need fuel or water. High winds knocked down trees and power lines, paralyzing Harford County. Interstate 95 shut down for hours at the Tidings Bridge across the Susquehanna River. It was empty. A major travel artery for hundreds of thousands of people on the East Coast blocked. 2 tractor trailers blew over here when the winds were at their peak. The Hayden Bridge closed as well. What's your day been like?
Hell. I've spent 7 hours in total gridlock.
George Every spent his entire frustrating day trying to get back to Boston.
It was just miles and miles of barely moving. There's 50 miles of gridlock here, and that's my story.
Sue Monroe is trying to get back to New Jersey after a field trip for Brookdale Community College.
I took 9 students down, and we can't get back. We left Mass at 4 o'clock, so we're still trying to get home.
So many people are in the dark here. We're on Churchville Road. This is a mangled mess of power lines here. The road is closed. There's a huge tree down over it. It's one of the reasons people can't get very far here tonight.
It took me about 45 minutes to get here from Havre de Grace.
Ryan was fueling up his generator.
I got my wife home, and I got a 14-day-old baby trying to keep warm.
A rare, powerful storm leading to a state of emergency and chaos with people stuck across Maryland.
Pretty much any direction you go, you're going to run into a situation where you've got to deal with a down tree, you've got to reroute yourself.
Boy, is he right about that. And because tens of thousands of people are also without power, there's a shelter open here in Harford County at Falston High School. Again, I-95 and Route 40 remain closed at the Susquehanna River. A lot of people are still stuck tonight. Live in Churchville, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
Okay, Mike, thank you. Avajoy Burnett is live along Green Spring Avenue in North Baltimore with more on the extensive damage caused by the strong winds. Avajoy.
The Green Spring and Spring Garden, this huge tree fell right down in the middle of the intersection. You see that car over there? People are coming up on this situation, not realizing what is here because it's so dark, and they're having to stop abruptly and turn around. And the governor has issued a state of emergency because of problems like this. A vicious windstorm has lived up to its infamy. Its force uprooted massive trees and slammed them into homes. This was in Baltimore County. There's a constant roar, and that power proved to be deadly. A 77-year-old woman was killed in Kingsville.
She had walked outside to get some of her mail. While she was out doing that, one of the tree branches broke off and struck her, ultimately killing her.
In the city, this massive tree fell across 3 lanes on West 28th Street and right onto a car. The driver is pregnant, about 4 weeks away from giving birth.
It was just a very scary situation. I'm glad we're okay, especially her.
Are you going to take her to the hospital?
Yes, ma'am. That's where we're going now.
The windstorm with little precipitation has managed to wreak havoc on critical infrastructure. Tens of thousands of people have no power. BGE says this is the highest number of customers they've had impacted by outages since 2012. That's when Hurricane Sandy came through. They now have all hands on deck, inside and out in the elements. In the last 24 hours, the force of the storm crushed cars like this Howard County cruiser, brought down this metal pole in Severna Park, peeled off people's roofs, even tossed around trampolines. And we're not out of the woods yet.
Terrible. You know what? I've already swept out here about 5 times. It's horrible. I mean, look at it. It's horrible, you know?
Once again, we're at Green Spring Garden. Huge tree blocking the intersection. No lights are here. That's making it even more dangerous. I cannot tell you how many people I've seen drive up here and then either try to come around on the sidewalk or turn back around. The governor has issued a state of emergency, and he has bluntly said for people to use common sense. Reporting live tonight, Avajoy Burnett. Mary, back to you.
Avajoy, thank you.